All right, welcome to this Comptia Security Plus 701 practice questions. We're doing objective 1.2, and let's start. Question 1. What elements of the CIA triad does a backup solution primarily support? A. Confidentiality, B. Integrity, C. Availability, or D. Non-repudiation. Pause the video, make your selection. All right, let's see the answer. It is answer C, availability. Backup solutions primarily ensure that data is available for recovery after incidents like hardware failures or data corruption, helping to maintain business continuity. It is not a confidentiality. Confidentiality involves protecting data from unauthorized access, which isn't directly addressed by backups unless they are encrypted. It is not B, integrity. Backups can restore data integrity by reverting to a previous state, but don't prevent integrity issues. D. It is not non-repudiation. Backup solutions do not provide transaction security. All right, next question. Question 2. Which of the following provides the strongest form of non-repudiation in digital communications? Is it A, passwords, D, digital signatures, C, encryption, or D, username? Pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. The answer is B, digital signatures. They provide non-repudiation as they verify the sender's identity and ensure that the sender cannot deny the authenticity or submission of the signed data. Digital signatures also confirm the integrity of the data, as any alteration after signing invalidates the signature. It is not A, passwords. Passwords do not provide non-repudiation because they can be shared, stolen, or guessed, making it unclear who actually used the password. It is not C, encryption. Encryption primarily protects the confidentiality of data by making it unreadable to unauthorized users, but it doesn't provide non-repudiation because it doesn't link data to a specific user in a verifiable way. It is not D, username. Usernames are public identifiers and need to be combined with other methods like passwords or biometrics for security purposes. Next question. Question 3. What is the primary purpose of MFA? Is it A, authorization, B, accounting, C, authentication, or D, non-repudiation? Pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. And it is answer C, authentication. Multi-factor authentication is a method used to enhance security by requiring 2 or more verification factors to prove identity, thereby increasing the difficulty of unauthorized entities to access the system. It's not A, authorization. Authorization determines what rights or permissions a user has, which occurs after authentication. It is not B, accounting. Accounting involves tracking user activities and system use, which is critical for compliance and security monitoring, but is not a function of MFA. It's not D, non-repudiation. Non-repudiation is not directly related to the identity verification process of MFA. All right, next question. Question 4. Which authentication model uses policies to determine access based on jump functions? Is it A, MAC, B, DAC, C, RBAC, or D, ABAC? Pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. And it is answer C, role-based access control, or RBAC. RBAC is an authentication model that assigns permissions based on the user's role within an organization. It simplifies management and ensures that users have access to the resources necessary for their roles. It's not A, mandatory access control, or MAC. This model uses labels assigned to both users and data objects. Access decisions are based on labels, not rules. It is not B, discretionary access control, or DAC. Under DAC, the data owner decides on access, allowing or restricting access based on personal discretion. It is not D, attribute-based access control, or ABAC. This model uses policies that can evaluate multiple attributes, user, environment, and resource, to make access decisions, offering more granular control than RBAC. Next question. Question 5. In a zero trust architecture, what is the role of a policy enforcement point? Is it A, to monitor network traffic, B, to enforce access decisions, C, to log security events, or D, to generate security policies? Pause the video, make your selection. Right, on to the answer. And it is answer B, to enforce access decisions. In a zero trust architecture, the policy enforcement point is responsible for enforcing the access control decisions as determined by the policy decision point. It acts on these decisions by allowing or denying traffic based on set policies. It's not A, to monitor network traffic. Monitoring is generally a function of network security systems like IDS or IPS, not specifically the policy enforcement point's role. It is not to log security events. While policy enforcement points might log events as part of their function, their primary role is not event logging. It's not D, to generate security policies. Policy generation is typically the role of the policy administrator or policy decision point, not the policy enforcement point. Next question. Question 6. What type of physical barrier is specifically designed to stop or slow down vehicular access? Is it A, fencing, B, bollards, C, security guard, or D, access badge? Pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. And it is answer B, bollards. Bollards are specifically designed to control and prevent vehicular access, making them effective at protecting sensitive areas from vehicle-based threats. It is not A, fencing. Fencing is primarily used to secure a perimeter and deter unauthorized foot traffic, but less effective against vehicles unless designed specifically for high impact. It is not C, security guard. A security guard provides general security and can control both foot and vehicular traffic, but is not a physical barrier against vehicles. At least not a very good one. All right, it's not C. It's not D, access badge, used for electronic access control at entry points for individuals, not vehicles. All right, next question. Question 7. A honeypot serves what security function? Is it A, preventative, B, detective, C, corrective, or D, deterrent? All right, pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. And is the answer B, detective. A honeypot is a security resource whose value lies in being probed, attacked, and compromised. It serves a detective function by monitoring and capturing information about malicious activities and attackers. It is not A, preventative. Honeypots do not prevent attacks. It is not corrective. Honeypots do not correct or mitigate damage once an attack occurs. It is not D, deterrent. While the presence of honeypots might act as a psychological deterrent if known, their primary function is not to be a deterrent. All right, next question. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of using a honey net? Is it A, to detect and analyze attacks, B, to prevent access to real network systems, C, to provide high availability for network services, or D, to encrypt data transmissions? All right, pause the video, make your selection. On to the answer. It is answer A, to detect and analyze attacks. Honey nets are specifically designed as decoy systems to attack the track. Honey nets are specifically designed as decoy systems to attack the Honey nets are specifically designed as decoy systems to attract attackers, allowing security teams to detect, analyze, and learn from attacks without compromising real network resources. It's not B, to prevent access to real network systems. Honey nets do not prevent attackers from accessing other assets. It's not C, to provide high availability for network services. Technologies like load balancers and redundant systems are used to ensure service continuity, not honey nets. It's not to encrypt data transmissions. Honey nets aren't used for encryption. All right, On to the next question. Question 9. In a zero trust architecture, what role does the policy engine play? Is it A, it generates tokens for network access? B, it makes decisions about who can access network resources based on security policies? C, it physically secures the network hardware? Or D, it monitors the network for performance issues? Pause the video, make your selection. Right, on to the answer. It is answer B. It makes decisions about who can access the network resources based on security policies. In a zero trust architecture, the policy engine is crucial for dynamically assessing and enforcing access decisions based on comprehensive security policies and the context of each access request. It is not A, it generates tokens for network access. This is typically the role of the authentication server or identity provider, not the policy engine. C, it physically secures network hardware. Physical security of network hardware is managed by security personnel and environmental controls, not a policy engine. D is wrong. It monitors the network for performance issues. Network monitoring for performance is usually handled by network management systems and performance monitoring tools, separate from policy enforcement functions. All right, last question. What type of sensor is best used to detect movement around the perimeter in an outdoor setting? Is it A, infrared, B, pressure, C, microwave, or D, ultrasonic? Pause the video, make your selection. All right, on to the answer. It is answer C, microwave. Microwave sensors are effective for outdoor perimeter security because they can cover large areas and detect movement through their ability to emit high-frequency radio waves that detect motion by reflecting off moving objects. It's not A, infrared. Infrared sensors are good for detecting heat and movement, but can be affected by environmental factors such as sunlight and temperature changes. It's not B, pressure. Pressure sensors are typically used for ground-based security, like under carpets or pathways, where physical pressure is expected. It's not D, ultrasonic. Ultrasonic sensors use sound waves to detect movement, but are more suited to indoor environments as outdoor elements like wind can disrupt their accuracy. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can check out my Objective 1.1 practice questions. If you want still more Security Plus, you can check out Slay Security Plus. It's a very good live streamer. And check out the GOAT himself, Professor Messer. I'll leave links for them in the description. Catch you on the next video.